Thank you, Mr. Chair. We've now moved on to part 2, and we're dealing with the marine environment, biosecurity, and as my colleagues have mentioned, we support this part and the provisions that are contained in it. In particular, the fact that there are stern penalties imposed for breaches of conditions of in terms of discharge of ballast water. And having worked at one stage in the fishing industry, I know that there is a lot of activity that goes on with those vessels, and the vessels are not just purely contained to the New Zealand 12-mile or EEZ zone. We do have a lot of ships that go up to the Pacific, out of zone, and that doesn't even mention the amount of merchant trade ships that go into our ports each and every day, the lifebloods of our main port towns, and also the increasingly emerging and burgeoning tourism cruise ship industry that is emerging, and it's a very positive thing actually that we do see so many more cruise ships coming in during the peak summer periods. So it's commendable now that we have some biosecurity provisions in relation to the ballast water. And I would just like to say that perhaps Te Ururoa Flavel could have put in some conditions around consultations with tangata whenua, given that we have large investments in the marine industry, and there's a lot of Māori asset base that is dependent on the marine environment. Perhaps he could have extended those consultation provisions that he had in his SOP, which we did support, but obviously wasn't passed. But we do support the idea that there is greater consultation with tangata whenua, particularly around the things like the pest management strategies, national pest management strategies, regional strategies and the like.
Sorry to interrupt the member. The time has come for me to report progress.
Members, the House is resumed. Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Speaker, the committee has considered the Biosecurity Law Reform Bill and reports progress. Mr. Speaker, I move that the report be adopted.
The question is that the report be adopted. Those of that opinion will say yes. Aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. The bill is set down for further consideration in committee next sitting day. The House stands adjourned until 2 p.m. on Tuesday, the 24th of July 2012.